Alright, what's up everybody? It's your boy Akeem from the Football Source, here to give you a recap of week 2 of the 2014 college football season. What another great week, and I'm going to start things off with the game of the week, Oregon hosting Michigan State. Now in the third quarter, Oregon was down 27-18, but Marcus Mariota and company decided to man up, get that punk out of the system, and tally up the final 28 points of the game to pull off the 46-27 point victory. That was an amazing comeback by the Oregon Ducks. See, what happened during this game is that going into the third quarter, they were actually trapped in the corner, and they actually decided to man up and actually just get that, stop wimping out and finally step up to the task and get more tough. And that is exactly what happened in this matchup. I told you guys one of the key components of this game was that Oregon has to not get punked in this matchup. At first they were, but headed into the third quarter and in that comeback victory, that was a great job and actually showing how tough they are, and they're actually looking forward to see in their game against Stanford in the next upcoming weeks. And speaking of Stanford, they actually had a rare loss at home against USC, 13-10, due to the brilliant running ability from running back Javarius Allen, who rushed for 154 yards on 23 carries, 0 touchdowns, but he was a key component for that offense and helped pull off that comeback from kicker Andre Hyderi. He pulled off the final 2 kicks to pull the 13-10 victory. That was a great win. And for the Oregon Ducks, I think they actually had their hopes up high coming into their matchup against Stanford. I believe that this will be the year the Ducks will beat Stanford and win the Pac-12 North Championship, win the Pac-12 championship possibly, and make it to a playoff. They have high hopes. They played one of the top teams in the nation, and they won against Michigan State. Now, a couple of games that I actually messed up as far as my picks with my losses. I actually had 3 losses this week. East Carolina lost to South Carolina 33-23. Now at first, East Carolina was looking pretty good with Shane Carter at quarterback, but then South Carolina got their act together and pulled the 10-point victory. Michigan got goose egg in this matchup, in their matchup against Notre Dame, 31-0. Notre Dame just shut them out. Michigan couldn't get anything going, mainly due to their run game. They weren't able to run the football well against the Fighting Irish, and that was the main reason why Notre Dame pulled off a great victory. Michigan couldn't really get the offense going. They really need that running game to be stout to help out that offense, and Notre Dame pretty much just shut it down, pulled off a great victory. And the real upset game of the week, Virginia Tech beat out Ohio State at Columbus 35-21. Now, Michael Brewer, the quarterback for the Hokies, he only passed for 199 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Ohio State had way too many opportunities to prevail from the mistakes that Virginia Tech made, but Ohio State was making way too many mental mistakes, and it actually showed how inexperienced of a team they are. They have a lot of young players. They showed their inexperience in that matchup. Now, freshman quarterback JT Barrett threw 3 interceptions. He did throw a touchdown, but 3 crucial interceptions, and he also even led the team in the ground attack. So he's going to have to actually do a better job in throwing the football and making better decisions. But he's a young player, and that inexperience definitely showed from the Ohio State Buckeyes. That was the reason why they lost at home to a good Hokie team, and they're actually ranked. The Virginia Tech Hokies are now ranked 17th overall in the nation. And my final game I need to talk about, UCLA escaped another game against Memphis. Now, Memphis won 63-0 to Austin, PA last week, but this past week, UCLA escaped with a 42-35 victory. Now, my head is already scratching for the Brewers, and they definitely bumped out of the top 10, and they deserve so. That offense particularly is not really playing up to par. They're going to have to play a lot better, particularly when they get to the Pac-12 play. I'm very concerned for Brett Hundley and that Bruin offense. They're going to have to step it up in order to try possibly make it to the Pac-12 championship representing the South Division. Now, that wraps things up with all my those games for week 2. Now, this past week I went 3-3, 50% overall. So my overall record so far this season is 12-5. I'm going to look forward to improving this season, this upcoming week, at least win 70% of my games. Now, the next time I'm going to catch you guys will be on Thursday, where I will give you all the key matches for week 3 of the college football season. Thank you for watching this blog from the Football Source. I'm your man, Akeem McCall. Be easy.